Hello, friends. This is Dave Hurwitz, executive editor at ClassicsToday.com, here with the world's most beautiful melodies, bar none. Now, normally when we talk about the world's most beautiful melodies, we mean these sort of lush, romantic, yummy, gorgeous, sort of, well, conventionally gorgeous. These lyrical, swimmy, voluptuous, you know the deal. Well, this isn't one of those, because there are also world's most beautiful melodies, which are peppy and exciting and just so characterful in their joyful rhythmic impetus and perfection of suitability for the context in which they're used that they have to qualify. And my choice for this particular video comes from good old Haydn. You know Haydn. We've been listening to tons and tons and tons of Haydn, and we're going to listen to tons and tons more because he was unbelievably great, and he is still not acknowledged as such. And I still keep trying to find ways to sort of slip him into these talks in a way that'll really attract a lot of viewers. If I do one of these talks and say Mahler, then all of a sudden, flonk, the viewership goes crazy. But if I say Haydn, it's like, and it's such a shame, because Haydn wrote such great tunes, and all different kinds of them. And so this is one of those. And what it is the last movement, and we're going to hear the whole thing, of his trumpet concerto. Now, Haydn's trumpet concerto was composed around 1796. It was written for an early version of a chromatic trumpet. In this case, it had keys, sort of like an oboe or something like that, and apparently sounded horrible. And the piece may or may not have been played. It only survives in one manuscript. Nobody knows very much about it at all. It just happens to be the first great trumpet concerto in the modern sense, and possibly the greatest concerto ever written for the instrument. In addition to all of those things, and one of the reasons is because it has fabulous, fabulous melodies. A gorgeous romantic melody in the middle movement, and a final rondo that has possibly the catchiest tune ever written for the trumpet. It sounds so perfect on that instrument, but it is a dazzlingly virtuosic piece. Haydn asks the trumpeter to do all kinds of nasty things in between appearances of that tune, because the movement is a rondo. It's a sonata rondo sort of amalgam thing where the tune keeps coming back with other stuff in the middle. But the trumpeter has to play consecutive trills, and he has to do leaping octaves, and for the day there's some amazing little chromatic slides and key changes that would have scared the wits out of most listeners as being performable on the trumpet. So it's just an amazing piece, and I am not going to waste time talking about it more. I'm just going to play it for you. We have here, this is, by the way, a wonderful 10-disc set on Capriccio featuring Reinhold Friedrich, or, as the way it sort of looks here, Reinhold the Friedrich Trumpet Collection. Now, it's Reinhold Friedrich, the Trumpet Collection. And this is tons and tons and tons of trumpet music. You get tribute to Old England. You've got Handel, Clark, Purcell, Snow, and other people. Then you get Italian trumpet concertos, and you get German trumpet concertos, and you get Baroque trumpet concertos, which are mostly Italian and German, and you get classical trumpet concertos on disc 5. This is where this thing comes in. And you get 20th century trumpet concertos by Jolivet, Denisov, Rutz, whoever that is, and Shostakovich, which is, of course, his first piano concerto that's also with a solo trumpet. And you get contemporary trumpet concertos by Zimmerman, Berio, Rim, Chelsea, and Kilmeyer. They're not really concertos. Chelsea's piece is just for solo trumpet. Some of these are just solo works. Then you get trumpet and organ, and La Belle Époque, trumpet and piano in France. Yeah, and then trumpet and percussion. Really rather cool stuff. A wonderful, wonderful set. And this performance of the Haydn is accompanied by Martin Hasselbach with the Wiener Academy, or whatever the heck they're called, on period instruments. And they sound great. Oh, they just sound great. So let's listen to the most beautiful melody, the most perfect melody ever written for the trumpet by our dear friend Haydn. mind-blowingly fabulous, isn't it? I knew you'd agree with me. So keep on listening, my friends. We'll be doing many more World's Most Beautiful Melodies. Take care.